more chances, I don't care if I am fencing brighter. Yeah, yeah, homeboy, I'm telling you goodbye, I'm telling you goodbye. Yeah, homeboy, I'm telling you goodbye, I'm telling you goodbye.
Duck, duck, go, found a pussy in a dollar bin. Guess you forgot your galana bin. You can't get loose, get your guts, got your tongue again. Rope burn on your hand, are you numb yet? I can go, I can take medication. Late at night, I can deal with everything. Every night, I can make it illegal and get you
Stood by your side through all of the lies, watching you cry for me. Get on your knees, apologize please. No, why don't you die for me?
Call me the king, ruler of things. Give me that diamond ring. Get on your knees, apologize please. No, why don't you die for me?
I can go, but you keep medication. Made a man, I can deal with everything. Every night, make me like it. And if it goes, that's a dream.
They haven't set up their positions well, allowing cats. Oh my god! Good evening, everyone. We are back with the NA server. It is going to be a Challengers Tournament group stage first round. Going to brief you all what is going to happen. Challengers Tournament format is the same as the Professionals Tournament actually. So the group stage, there will be games of best of 5 series. The final stage, we will start off with the best of 5 series in the first round, and then the best of 7 in the bracket finals and best of 9 in the grand finals. The format is a double elimination knockout stage for both stages. So there will be 2 double elimination knockout stages in this tournament. The brackets are seeded according to the Cup's leaderboard ranking. The seeding is quite weird in my opinion, but Group 1 we have 9th versus 16th and 11th versus 14th. Group 2 we have 10th versus 15th and 12th versus 13th. Group stage grand final decides the placing the first and second ranked teams, and the final stage upper bracket first round seeding. We have the first of Group 1 versus second of Group 2, and next we have first of Group 2 versus second of Group 1. These are the maps that we played in the Challengers Tournament. We will have Fort Despair, Black Goldville and Dynasty's Pearl. Lower bracket first round we will begin with Faust, Desert Sands and Vineyards. Today is the group stage first round, and tomorrow group stage finals, and all the way through the games are held every single day until the grand finals on the 23rd. Tonight we will begin with the upper bracket first round in around 30 minutes, and the lower bracket first round at 9 in Eastern Daylight Time. That is GMT -4. Do note that there is a 5-minute delay on the stream. This is to prevent teams from knowing the positions and tanks of the other team. So and because this game is designed in a way not to let that happen, that's why the stream has to be using a 5-minute delay here. If you want to donate to the stream, here are some ways. You can donate me directly via my PayPal. If not, then tip me through Streamlabs. It's perfectly fine. And also from YouTube Super Chat. However, YouTube is inflicting. They usually hold up with payments, and also think they have to deal with their side of tax as well. So preferably, it is better to be donate if you donate via PayPal instead, but as you wish, in my opinion. So if we look at the maps, Fort Despair, the upper bracket first round, the first and the tiebreaker map are pretty heavy oriented, I must say. You would be seeing a lot of super heavies. Meanwhile, Black Goville is quite a different one, quite open, so expect a lot of mobility and hold down tanks. Terrain is also it's also somewhat rugged, so that will favor T125s and Crown Wagons. As we look at the lower bracket first round, it is pretty much a mobile set of maps here. Descent and Vineyards in particular. Faust is somewhat more heavy, but it's also quite ambidextrous in a way that it depends on where you go as well. Because if you go to the northeastern side, you probably want some heavies, some flat ground, and some ramps that you can hold down. But also it's relatively flat too. The other side, you would want some mediums or lights because of the rugged terrain, and also, yeah, a lot of places you could hold down and kind of make use of your gun depression. After briefing the maps, let's look at the bracket that I'll be following tonight. Every will be following Straight versus SVG. I'll be following Zero Gravity versus Rifle. Twitch streamer PPS 34 will be following Eclipse versus PPS. No one's following Cursed versus Void, however, because we don't have enough streamers for that. So that game won't be streamed. But the lower bracket first round, those games will be streamed in both groups, so you won't be missing any of that. So don't worry, you got everything covered apart from the Cursed versus Void game, which in my opinion it's a game that I think is going to be very exciting to watch. Hopefully more viewers soon. The moment 0 viewers, so not the best, but can't complain because can't stream like 3 professional tournaments all the time, especially when there are quite a lot of streamers following NA and Asia server this season. So in order to be fair and equal, no streamer is able to stream all professionals tournament at once, or professionals tournament. So some of us will stream challenges from time to time. If we look at the professionals tournament, this is going to be the bracket. Rain versus Purple, that will be streamed by Eminet. Fishy will be following Primal versus Moonman. Next we have Fujits following Apex versus Pincer. I think this is a very interesting game to see. And finally, Joker versus GG. That will be streamed by Papa Rage, and he will be streaming in Spanish. So, what is the prediction? What are the predictions from Bramble. This is Thomas Peterson. Not very good. It only got 6 out of 12 outcomes correct. Not as good as Bubbles, which got 8 out of 12 outcomes correct. And Bramble. Some bold calls right here, especially Apex losing to Pincer 2-3. Interesting call. I'm not sure if it's going to be right. It's a call that I think very audacious. Probably right, probably wrong. Jokers coming in 3-2 against GG. Rain 3-1 against Purple, and Bramble 3-1 against MM. So this looks like Rain and Purple is looking to be comfortable against Purple MM, although it's not far-fetched. I mean, they are not a mismatch where Purple and MM will get trials. No, it won't happen in this case. Not even MM, which notoriously got less than 50% of clan rating. That has become somewhat of a meme for the NA competitive scene. But I think this rating is not accurate at all, because it really depends on which opponents you're facing. MM, I think most of the time they face top 8 clans. Like Primal a lot of times, they even beat them once. I mean, fair enough, they aren't consistent against teams in the challenges teams. But you can still get really high CP and still do very poorly against the top 8 teams when you have a lot of matches against the teams outside of top 16, and then you can really get a really high clan rating in this case, and you can also get a very low clan rating by getting picked against a lot of top 8 teams and not a lot of top 16 teams outside, so that could still happen as well. Challenges tournament, we're seeing Straight losing to SVG 1-3, Straight at 9th place, so not even a tiebreaker that was predicted by Bramble. And SVG is in the 16th place, so are we in for an upset here? We'll see, but Zero Gravity is predicted to win Rival 3-1. We will see whether it's the case. Eclipse losing to PPS 2-3, and Cursed losing to Void 2-3. I'm not sure if it's going to be right, but this is fun to predict, I would say. And we're in the room. Zero G versus Zero Gravity versus Rifle on Foot Despair. So we are waiting for Rifle to show up, but Zero Gravity is going with Edgy in the mouse. We also have Nubinator and the IS4 alongside P6, Turtle Juice, and this name that please don't test my Russian. If I get it right. It should be Klipnushka. Please tell me if I got it wrong. I think it should be Klipnushka. According to the Russian chat alphabet that it is. P5 the Kranwagen. Rifle is in with Donk and the IS4 alongside Mitsuhara, Amugi, and the Kranwagen on the side Osdeven, Fiddlebob, Double Mouse alongside Only Destroyer. Yeah, you might be the only destroyer, but I do not think you are the only fan here. That is, I have no idea what I'm saying. Anyway, Fiji is in the T110E5. Why not Tuvalu? Anyway, but interesting stuff. I think Zero Gravity is approaching this one not as heavy as I would predict it to be. Rifle will be using a lineup that I'll be expecting more on the map, like Fort Despair. But I expect no teams taking a medium or light because this is quite a small map perceptionally. So it doesn't have a lot of use with the mediums and lights. Medium heavy tanks doing some spots would actually be fine on this map. So I think the attention for the spell would be on both B and C. As I said, A is out in the open, so you can't get that cap. Whoever gets either B or C will get the cap lead and will defend that cap they got. On the other hand, if the other team doesn't have a cap, then they have to rotate. Getting a cap lead on B is better than getting a cap lead on C because you can't absolutely hide yourself trying to get a cap reset. Or if you go and use the B cap as a pivot, and I think you would want to get that into the first game for Despair. Zero Gravity versus Rifle, that is. Zero Gravity going with the lone with Avatar. Good solidarity here. Gumball, hello there. Say Rifle for top 3 in challenges. I think they had a somewhat underachieving previous skill tournament season here. So challenges would be their ground to prove their worth, and I hope they do because Rifle, I think it's a hard-working clan, and I think they could do well, but we will see. Fiji spotted in the T125 all shots, but nothing connects. Dunk trying to get into C. He is the person who did predictions, more like power predictions, I would say. But only Destroyer getting shot by a tiny wee bit. But it's a mouse, so it doesn't matter. The hit points are still in favor of Rifle, and Rifle is, I think they can get be in this situation. Osneven's trying to get into the position, but Amogi, not a good start for him. Ooh, careless from him. If it's not a he, if it's a she, please let me know. I apologize for that. But B is now getting captured by Rifle. They got it, but Zero Gravity is stacking up on C. They are looking for a push as soon as possible, but it's going to be the job for only Destroyer, Mitsuhara, and Dunk to hold as long as they could. But look at the Zero Gravity just barreling in. It's all about focus fire right now. Great ram from only Destroyer into Dominic, but Noobinator is going to be the focus for Rifle. Rifle is going to put a great shell into here, and Noobinator is now a one shot, and just one shot would do. Musahara cannot bounce that shell, but they are focusing the other tank instead, with Dunk killing it off. But Mitsuhara is taken out very quickly. Hit points are neck and neck right now. I think it's going to be next. It will be Kachuka. I apologize for that mistake, but Fiji getting shot by more than 1,200 damage, and Fiji is now one shot, but it's a bounce. At this stage, you cannot afford to bounce shots, so Fiji's now killed. It's now 5 versus 5. Dunk gets shredded, and the Mouses are still very healthy. Zero Gravity seems to be coming on top, and Osneven is now going to be the next focus for Zero Gravity. They need Dominic out, and a great shot from Osneven into Dominic, and Dominic puts a great show into Osneef and he's tracked, perma-tracked, but Dominic is killed before he could put his last shell in with Fiddle Bob doing that job. Osneven killing off Edgy, but it is going to be P6 killing off Osneven. Arctic dropping the reactive armor. That is going to buy some time, and it's going to be 3 versus 3. Amogi is going to come from behind. Great shot there by both Only Destroyer and Amogi, and it's now 3 versus 2. Double mouse against double ice ball. Very, very low. Amogi. And I think Turtle G is looking for Amogi, and I hope oh my goodness me. Turtle Juice is crossing the wall. I think we are having some issues with connection. But let me check my stream because it seems I am unable to connect. Damn it. Goodness me. Oh, I'm sorry. There was a terrible. There was an internet cut randomly. We that means we are missing the next game. That's actually Rifle winning that one. Against Zero G. It's not Zero G. I thought it was Zero G, but apparently it was Rifle. So I apologize. You will be missing the second game. God. So unfortunately you have to wait here while I'm just going to say everything is back online. So okay, so it's now 2-0 for Rifle. Great job to Rifle. I'm going to actually, watch it from my phone. I think the YouTube chat's also frozen on Streamlabs, probably. So it's really not good at all. But at the moment it's now fine. So don't worry about what happened earlier. Great, so now we have Zero G now going with double T110U5 with Edgy and P5. Dubinator in the ice fall alongside Arctic, Turtle Juice. And Nubinator. P6 in the Crab Wagon. I'm going to actually load the Russian chat alphabet. So maybe I could get it better. Obviously I have to do couch car. I have no idea. Rifle going with Dunk T110U5 alongside Own Destroyer. Double Kramwagen. We'll be seeing. I think JI is L sound. Yep, and Y? What is Y? Oh, it's a U. Okay, so it's what is the U here? Klubnichka. Just have to double check. You can. That's a yeah, it's an I. If it's a U for the Russian chat, but it's like very confusing, actually. Double Crown Bargain, Fiddlebock and Mutsahara, Fiji Object 140, Osdeven, T22 Dunk, T135 alongside Only Destroyer and Naogi in the Vickers Light. C is going to be captured by Zero Gravity, and Arctic will be going for B with Dubinator, taking some hits already. So once again, a great start for Rifle. And actually it's going to be Zero G getting the caps. They got 2 caps, B and C, so it's great. Rifle, T22 and Object 140 the moment is trying to get some spots up, but Amugi also running in the Vickers. Like they're actually going very light this time. Rifle 3 mediums or lights, but Amugi did really well getting the spots up. Spotted up both Edgy and also Klubnichka. Yes, I think I nailed it. Oh my gosh, Klubnichka. And it's going to be Rifle that needs to make a rotation here. We will see, because they do not have the cap lead. They're also down hit points as well, so they have to chip away hit points of Zero G. And the Zero G, I think the main cap they want to defend would be B. It's a lot more difficult to defend B than C. C, you have tanks, But B, it's kind of in the lowland and also a little bit concealed. I mean, equally C as well, but theoretically you will put tanks there. But B, defending B is hard when you are defending from an open area too. So rifle is going to speed boost their way into B. Will Zero Gravity has a response to that because they seem to be in position, but they are not resetting Dunk or only Destroyer at the moment. I have no idea why. They need to put a shot into Dunk. Great shot from Marta into Dunk here. But Rifle has now come in to support the double T-125s, and Zero G are now focusing both Only Destroyer and Dunk. But Arctic's also very low, but Only Destroys the first tank down. Hit points still in favor of Zero G. Dunk is getting eviscerated at this point. But they're also looking for Arctic. Arctic's now 535 hit points, but he's killed. As well with Dunk killed, Arctic killed. Dominic is going to be the next tank down potentially. They need to kill both Nubinate and P6. And will Fiji get a killing shot there? He does. And Dominic's P6 killed. Fizzlebox trying to get C. The cap points is still in favor of Zero G, but Emugi is going into C. So that means there will be a cap stop. We also have Klitschnuka, Klubnishka. Gosh. Dead. Oh, come on. I just hate saying that name, which is... I think there will be a compilation of me attempting to pronounce Klubnishka. Klubnishka. Fiddlebop's now dead. So it's now 3 vs 3. Still anyone's game. Zero G, if they kill one tank, it's going to be their game. Amogi is now one shot, so let's head to his perspective. He's toying around with P5, but oh my goodness me. They might have done a bad move here, but equally, Edgy's dead. Oh, Turtle Juice, he needs to stay alive. They're going to get B as well. Can they stay alive though? But they're trying to get C with Turtle Juice. I don't think he's long for this world. Osneven trying to get B, but he's tracked. Great shot into Osneven, but Osneven, great shot into Turtle Juice, and Fiji will finish Turtle Juice off. C's now getting captured, so the caps are now coming back, but Rival got 965, getting B, will do the job and seal the deal. P5 desperately trying to get a shot into Fiji, but it's going to be Rival 3-0 against Zero G. That was a dominant performance by Rifle, and they are through to the upper bracket final. Great job to Rifle. Meanwhile, Zero G, they are floating in the air. Couldn't seem to quite get a foothold in the battle, and they have to fight really hard for the next one though. I think there was a response, but I think they haven't really responded well with the defending tanks. However, tanks from I think it's C cap or the cap in the southeastern corner have to rotate around and shut down the B, the tanks on B, when it should be the responsibility of the tanks defending their spawn to make that reset though. So I think they have the right strategy, they have the positions, but they need more understanding what their positions are there for, because if you just go there, stay there in that position near spawn and do nothing to reset B, then there is really no purpose going there, apart from maybe spotting tanks trying to flank from A. So I think they probably need to work better on that. That was quite a slow response. And just look at the results of harder. Am I disconnected again? Bloody hell. What's going on with stream? Yeah, my stream is cutting off from time to time, no idea why. But I have to use my mobile data, which is not the best. And great thing I have lots of data to soak up. Not sure why my home Wi-Fi is very buggy tonight. During times, I think that needs a reset. I'm sorry. Oh. I'm still connected though. I just have to double check whether it's connecting or not. Stream issues aren't a very good thing to experience. In particular when my home Wi-Fi is just acting up. At the moment I think it's better than nothing. It's still live, it's still connecting. That's at least a good thing. Yeah, but the internet is down. It's still not back up yet from my end. So unfortunately, I don't know if the quality would suffer, but I hope I will use up my data after tonight's stream. Because that's a lot of data to use. So I'm going to reconnect the game once again and hope for the best. Definitely the ping is going to go really bad when I'm using my mobile data. So not the best, but at least at the moment I still get to stream, so that's probably a good thing. Here we go. Looking at Straight versus Vegeta, we have results already. They are still playing. Cursed versus Void, are they still playing? Up, Cursed won Void 3-1, so they're through to the upper bracket final. So well done. Meanwhile, we have Eclipse against PPS. They're still playing. So if we look at Bravo predicting, it got Cursed versus Void's results wrong. Also got Zero Gravity versus Rifle results completely wrong. That is not good stuff from Bramble here. Really not really good indeed. I'm just going to refresh chat. Yeah, it seems it's really not showing correctly. On the other hand, let's look at the results from the professionals tournament. Bramble. I blame my internet provider for this. Primal 3-0 against MM, so that was to be expected, I would say. Primal 3-0 against MM. And next we have Rain versus Purple, and they're still playing. Pincer is going to have a great start, probably. No, losing to Apex 1-3. Not ideal indeed. And Joker against GG. Joker is winning GG 3-1. So that means we're still waiting for Rain versus Purple. That's just, they probably might be going into a tiebreaker. So that's very exciting. Actually, Straight versus SVG. Waiting once again. Straight 3-1 versus SVG. So Bramwell is starting off really poorly. But that's bad. And Eclipse versus PPS, they're still playing. Well, so for now, if we look at the table, SPG versus Zero G, this is the game we'll be streaming next. Meanwhile, we have Void still waiting for the opponent, waiting for Eclipse versus PPS, the loser of that. Cursed are through, so Rival will be fighting Straight tomorrow, and this is the game we'll first start off with, and Airy will be streaming that. Unfortunately, my internet's still not back. I hope it does not affect my stream tomorrow, because I think tomorrow is more important. The streams are professional tournament streams, so don't really want internet to act up like that. I have no idea why that is happening. It's still not back as of saying. Well, other than that, so at the moment, Rain still playing against Purple. Primal got the right outcome for Jokers, wrong outcome for Apex. They won 3-1 against Pincer. Challengers tournament, wrong outcome for all. Well, it'd be the right outcome for Eclipse versus PPS. Thomas Peterson seems to be jinxing every single clan, but no. Eclipse lost to PPS 1-3, so at least Bramble didn't curse everyone. Well, I think you're fine for now, Bramble, but it's even worse. It's even worse at the moment than Thomas Peterson. Yikes. Not ideal at all. Not ideal at all. Let's look at the professionals. Do we know Purple versus Rain? Tiebreaker, definitely, when it's still going on like that. So 34 on will be streaming on Twitch. We'll be following Eclipse versus Void next. And let me show you the professionals tournament bracket there. Primal is through. It's going to be either Purple or Ring facing MM. Pincer will be facing GG in the lower bracket first round. The loser of that would get knocked out. It's going to be both Fidget and Papa Rage streaming that. Meanwhile, Rain versus Purple, and still getting streamed by Mnet, so anything could happen at this point. With that, let me change the overlay, and I will play some games. Hopefully my ping is going to go fine. Unfortunately, the internet's still not back up, so I have to use my data. This time my data is fine tonight. Okay, let's find out. Well, let's not wait for now. Let's just play a game. And brain. So just going to accept the friend request. What tanks can I go for? Stuart. I got them fully upgraded. What tanks can I grind now? I think it's good to have a T125. So it'll be better if I buy a tier 4 tank. Let's go for M7 then. I should have enough 3 XP to get all of them. So I'm going to spend my 3 XP on these modules. You would not want to spend it to try get a tank. You would want to save it to get better modules, because the stock modules are horrendous. You'd rather play in a fully researched tank for more games than playing in a stock tank for a lot of times, because you can't even win, you can't even influence the game at all. Basically a tank down in your team. So that's why I think it's better when you grind tanks, you do not use 3 XP to get the tank up with a tier above, because really the 3 XP should be saved to get the modules. They are a lot better when you it's a lot better if you get those modules. Doesn't matter if you use 75% crew. I know not a lot of you use gold. I think that is quite a big price to pay for gold. This is why. I'm going to play M7. Let's go. And I will activate my booster, I think. I have to keep time because I only have around 10 minutes left until the room is up, so I can play 2 games. It seems to load really slowly, but I mean there are 30 people waiting. I'm just going to double check whether the internet is back up. No, internet still unfortunately down. If it's not back up by tomorrow, there's trouble. There's trouble. Oh, I forgot my APCR. I hope that doesn't turn out to be a big deal. Well, I mean, they are mostly robots. Ping is not good because I'm using my data. Well, so I hope this is going to be forgiving, please. Yeah, just wow. You're so aggressive, A20. Yeah. Oh dear. Why is everyone rushing now? Is this a tutorial to kind of, you know, try to influence the game by itself and your teammates are just doing so poorly? Oh, come on. I was supposed to hit the M5A1, but it's a penetration anyway, so I don't really care. I want you out, please. Yeah, I missed. For the A20, I want you. How did I ricochet? Yeah, I know. Why are we getting bases? We're gradually getting a hold of this. Yes, and we need that Panzer 40 out. Okay, we're winning this. Always a good thing. I think A20 will kill him off. Yes, and here we go. Please do not capture the base. Let me load the last shell. Ah, a split second away. Yeah, second class. Good. Always a good thing. Yes. Yes, some credits and more awards. Yay, 10,000 credits. I can retract that, but I definitely need some primal. It's going to be bad if I don't have any primal in my repository. Let's look at the results. Rain versus purple. It's rain through here. End game. We are not going to see a repeat of end game on the NA server. The front runners, Rain, has beaten purple 3-2. It's not a convincing scoreline by any means, but at the very least, we are saved from another embarrassment of a clear front runner getting out on the first day. So don't worry, everyone. NA server is not going to be jinxed by Brum, although it got 3 games wrongly out of 4 in the challenges tournament. So man, at least got I think got 3 out of 4 outcomes right correctly for the championship. So far so good for Bramall, the professionals tournament. We will see what it will predict for the next set of games. Oh, we will need to find out Eclipse versus PPS. We know it's Eclipse going into the lower bracket first round. Right, so let's generate. There we go. Purple is predicted to win MM 3-2. Pincer 3-2 against GG. SVG 2-3 against 0G. And EC winning PPS 3-2. It's going to be correct. We'll find out soon. Yeah, no giveaways. This is a challenges tournament stream. So go to another stream. No giveaways. Sorry. There are no keys. No keys for you. Okay. Do we have time? Yes. Go. Let's go. Yeah, I don't think internet's still back up yet. Not from what I am seeing right now. It's still... do BMM. Oh, but my ping. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh my. What is this ping? The WoTB is trying their best to make it hard for me. I'm getting more than 1000 ping. I can't even control my tank well. This is not a good thing. I can't... with A20 blocking my shell. And M5A1 just YOLOing like no tomorrow. Come on. Cheeky kill him off. How did you miss that shot? Oh my god. I'm going to let it fix. Yeah, did that miss? Oh, you know what? I mean, these two tanks are isolated, so let's go for that. Well, that was a bad shot. I can sense something behind me trying to shoot me, but it didn't hit, so I assume it's fine. How come we can't kill a tank with 4? Oh, he can't even aim well, and he dropped down and a pen can be quite hard to control. I mean, I'm struggling to control my tank. That was a bad game. I should have waited slightly longer because... What? Serious? Oh my god. Not again. Oh my god. How terrible is my mobile data, and I still don't have my my home Wi-Fi back just yet. It's still down, unfortunately. But I think I'm getting premium account, got some discount. Might use actually. I free XP for them because I can. And which tank leads to the T110E5? It's the yeah, T1. Yeah, why not? Sorry for XP. Sorry that I, I can't get back. Great. We are now on to Faust, which is a map, ambidextrous. It's a good word I would be saying. You can go to the northeastern corner where there are quite a lot of heavy tanks there, and because it's relatively flat, and you also have the ramps, great for hold down tanks like the T110E5 and the Crown Bargain. On the other hand, if you want to go for the southwestern side, you might want to go for a medium tank because of the rugged terrain, and you can work really well with held down tanks with good gun depression. So you will see a mix of 3 types of tanks. So mix of hold down heavies, super heavies, and mediums and lights. So Zero Gravity is going with Edgy. In the T125 alongside Luminator, P5 and Arctic, you have Double IS4 by P6 and Turtle Juice. We also have Klubnishka in the, because like, please tell me I nailed your name. SVG is going with Primary in the Crown Bargain. Clean Sights in the Vegas Light. I have a feeling I'm butchering your name. We also have Raggy is weak in the IS4. I don't know what that means, but anyway, Ritaka and the T110E5, Alucant and the T100. I'm not sure which syllable I should put my stress on, but anyway, I don't care. Hanabi in the IS4 and Procyon in the mouse. Needs wounds, please DM. On the subs bench, wait, that player is not playing, so that player cannot influence the team on the battlefield, so we can only influence the team off field. Will it work? We'll find out soon. Yeah, that's I think that makes little sense in my opinion. Yes, except if you had a lot of free XP, then no. There is no such thing as a lot of free XP. Yes, you might see at one point I have more than 400,000 free XP on my EU account, but I used them all up in getting the guns, the modules in tier 8 and tier 9. So absolutely, if you have 1 million free XP, it's still not considered as a lot of free XP. Don't use it to grind to free XP and get the tank on in the next tier. Don't do that. Tier 9 gun modules can cost a lot of free XP, like around 80,000, and not just one gun. Yeah, you have to grind like several guns. So please don't do that for the love of God. Yeah, I know I'm reneging on my words when I was free XPing my T1 heavy, but I don't care. Oh my gosh. So SVG, blue team, south spawn, and it's the right order, so I'm happy. I'm not that happy. I have no idea what I'm saying. I know I'm spewing out nonsense, and you have to blame Wargaming for that because they can't control me in spewing out nonsense. And I know it doesn't make sense, but who cares? Oh gosh, what have I done? I'm trying to get this one, the bottom third right, but I just can't get the hands of it. Where are you? Thank you. Sorry. We're back. SVG got D and C is obtained by 0G, but SVG got a cap lead at the start. Took a little bit of hit with Procyon at the mouse. The music has resumed playing, and Klubnichka. God, I just cannot nail it every time, please. Klubnichka is now a one-shot. Will SVG find out and kill that off? But Riteka is a one-shot as well. Oh, but Klubnichka, it's looking for Riteka, but the gun depression is not there. C is once again get captured by SVG, so that will give them a solid hit point pool, cap point lead. The hit points are firmly now on 944 cap points, but Riteka dead. Suddenly, SVG lost 30 cap points. Oh, but Klubnichka is killed by Reggie is weak, so it's now 1 versus 3. Arctic's the last man standing, so this game will go to SVG. Hanabi ramming into Raggy is weak. Not ideal, but SVG got us one. Nice one there. Getting both C and D proves to be very important in 0G, I think. They are out positions pretty much. I think they kind of hesitated a little bit when they wanted to go for a push, but couldn't quite. And by hesitating, they're hesitating in the spots where SVG could easily put shots to. So 6 tanks doing more than 2k for SVG. Good damage sharing. Focus fire at one point wasn't very good, but it got a lot better in the end. So that was what mattered the most. 0G with Klubnichka doing more than 5k. Yes, doing more than 5k, but equally 4 tanks doing less than 2k. You want to share your damage, not having one tank doing exceptionally high in the damage department. So let's go for let's update the scoreline. We have SVG leading 0G. SVG going with double crown bargains by Primary and Procyon. Clean sights and the Vickers Light with Reggie's weak in the ice alongside Hanabi. Riteka and the T125 at Lucant and the E100. On the other hand, we have Edgy the Crab Bargain, Lupinator I at T125 alongside P6, P5 in the Crab Bargain, Arctic Irons from Los Villages. Klubnichka and the Vickers Light. Yes, got it. Second game on Faust. Let's find out what these teams are going to do. Let's head up high, shall we? We will be seeing South Spawn, Blue Team, SVG, North Spawn, 0G, Red Team. Reggie is weak, is looking to go into C, but let's head down to clean sites. He's in the Vickers Light, going to get a lot of spots up. He's doing a little bit of a C4 strategy right here, going into B at the start. That is going to be important because B is quite out in the open. If you could get B at the start, you could get your team quite a good cap point advantage. B is not getting contested, so great job to SPG right there, but I'm a little bit worried. Primary tagging up 0G is trying to get aggressive on C, and their defensive maneuvers, the defensive formation is it's somewhat leaky, but they're consolidating now. So the initial worry that I have, I think, is now extinguished. Art is going to be to get a cap stop, but SPG only has 2 caps and A is uncapped. It's not captured, unclaimed. It's the right word for that. 0G has made a bold call, trying to push out primary with B getting captured. SPG will lose the cap points. I apologize. Don't know what's going on. Tonight's so weird on the NA server. I just had to check what happened to my power supply, and the circuit breaker seems some. I don't know if there is anyone turning off, or if there was kind of overload with the power at the moment. As I'm saying, it should be back up. My laptop is recharging once again, so all is well. Here we go. I'm back connecting to my Wi-Fi, so that's good. Am I connecting? No. No idea what's going on. Now my laptop is not connecting. Alright, so it's now 2-1 for 0G at the moment. It's a very weird night. I don't know what's going on tonight. First of all, internet was not working fine, and then it comes to my surprise that part of the house has some issues with power, and when I check the circuit breaker, one of them is down. So I lifted it back up, and the power is back again. But I'm just worried if the circuit will break it again. So there must be something going on. But I hope that's not going to affect me for a long time, in the next few minutes or so. So it was just very, very weird. Luckily, I was not streaming the professionals tournament, and Airy is streaming this match as well. So you will get all your coverage. So don't worry about that. We are now on Desert Sands. So this is the fourth match. It says primary the T125 alongside Alucant. Quadruple Ice Force by Needs wins Riteka. Hanabi and Proxy on clean sights in Vegas Light. 0G is going with Edgy in the Crown Wagon alongside P5. Triple T125 and Illuminator, P6 and Turtle Juice. Arctic in the Ice 4 and Klubnichka in the Vegas Light. So let's set up high. Yeah, it seems not a lot of people watching at the moment, but hopefully we'll get people back. Now everything is back up fine, and I'm just going to, switch off. My mobile data is going to eat up a lot of my phone battery. but clean sights now spotted up zero gravity going into desert as well, so I think there will be a lot of brawling action over there. Going to shut down, and Zero G, it's approaching this defensively, and so is SVG is going to be aggressive now. They're trying to push their lineup. They have spotted up both Dominic P6 and Turtle Juice with Arctic, also in proximity of a Hanabi, Procyon, and Riteka, holding the line, and it's quite a horizontal straight line that is from SVG. This is really good stuff. Zero G with Kupnichka rotating. I think that player might want to flank around. Getting a cap might elicit response from SVG though. Oh, C is now getting captured, so they know there are only 6 tanks. I think SVG, they can make a push now. There is a number disadvantage for Zero G, and SVG is now crossing. They're looking for P5 and Illuminator. On the other hand, Klubdichka needs to come in to support, and SVG, great timing there. Maybe a little bit too late, but at the very least, will be making use of the gun advantage they have. Dominic's now very low, so needs to be taken out very quickly. They need to start closing in. Klubdichka has now come in to support Zero Gravity. I think there was kind of a delay here. Arctic is going to be the next tank down. He's isolated, but Procyon is also killed. Needs win. Hanabi needs to put a shot into Arctic, and he does. And that leaves 5 versus 6. It is, with the hit points still in favor of Zero Gravity. Primary is now a little bit low, but Clean Sights is also quite low. Edgy is now down to 1,000 hit points. Good raid track shot there. But they're looking for Primary. Primary is getting shut down so quickly. I think there is an ammo rack here. Yes, I believe so, because one shot, you can't have 1,000 damage per shot. But Clean Sights down. SVG is actually close. Great shot onto Edgy. 4 versus 4. This is edge of the seat stuff. Despite the ammo rack, I think SVG is still able to win this one though. You can't say for sure. Klubnichkas are very low. If he's killed, that could spell the end of Zero Gravity. With Alucon killing off Klubnichka, that is an important kill. Zero Gravity crowding into Dominic. They need wins, please. Great shot from Riteka into Dominic P6. And needs wins, please. Is looking to kill off Nubinator. He's now down to 1 shot. Nubinator is looking to kill off. Needs win, please. But he's held down, so he couldn't quite do that. Alucard, that was a terrible shell. But Turtle Juice just in time to kill off Needs win, please. This is still anyone's game. But Zero Gravity 2 caps compared to none with SVG, but killing Nubinator. Will they have enough time to kill off Turtle Juice though? Alucard dropping the reactive armor. That is the best time to drop the reactive armor. And Riteka is trying to shield Alucard as well as he could. Oh, but could only receive a shot in the end, and it's now using the speed boost, but bounces once again. Alucard, oh, that was a big bounce. Turtle Juice, great HE shell by Riteka, but Turtle Juice surely will finish off Alucard now, right? But there's another bounce. Alucard, great shot into Turtle Juice, and it's now 2 shot for Turtle Juice. They can't fluff this one. 900 cap points, so... Oh! Turtle Juice bounces Alucard once again. Riteka surely has this one. Really. Yes! Well done, SVG. That is a great game. Despite that ammo rack. What a game that was. Riteka doing more than 6k in the IS4, killing 3 tanks 0G. Wow. That was a bad move trying to get C. That gave SVG the response they need, because it just tells SVG directly, we have 6 tanks only there. You have 7 tanks, can't rush us, and they did. However, SVG almost had to pay. You know, they took quite a long route diverting the forces from the west side over to the central side. And that extra time almost means that the initial numerical disadvantage that zero gravity possesses is gone totally. So it's now going to be tiebreaker. It's still really tight, I must say. But it didn't automatically switch my stuff, so I think my face cam just froze, so that's not ideal. Well, I'll have to check tomorrow, because really what happened tonight was just very weird. So SVG against zero gravity on Vineyards. This is the tiebreaker match. And you know, 10 more seconds left. Who is going to go through to the lower bracket? Final. Would it be SVG or would it be zero gravity? Both teams taking similar strategy, but Procyon in the U100. Vineyards is not a map for super heavies because there is quite a big chunk of area being quite undulated, except the southeastern spot where you can use a U100 or mouse, but when it comes to action on the other side, the terrain can be quite a nightmare to work with, and mobility as well. It's not the best tank you want to put over to that side. SVG. Let's look at the Vickers slide here. Clean sight is going into A. Procyon saying they want to carry us. They want me to carry them. I think they know my stream is back, so they are playing better than before. Artex spotted, Luminator spotted. Great job here. B is captured, but A, I think, is also getting captured as well. But hit points are in favor of zero gravity here. SVG needs to make a rotation. They need a response to that. Please tell me there is a stream delay. Because if it's not, that is interesting. After a lot of crashes that I experienced tonight. But SVG, both teams, they have similar lineup. It is, I think, similar setup. But the T125, Luminator and Arctic have gone a little bit aggressive now. SVG is able to soak up the aggression. And Aluka trying to run away. I think now permatracked. Yikes. Oh no. Alukin is down. And zero gravity. Great job there. Punishing Alukin trying to run away, and he wasn't able to run away because he got tracked. Permatracked. Wasn't able to do much. Hit points in favor of Zero G, but not by much though. But they have a gun advantage and a cap point advantage as well. So pressures onto SVG right now. P5 has been called as a focus for SVG. Needs wins, please, DM. On fire and focus from Zero G. It's looking very promising for Zero G right now. They kill off needs wins, please, DM. And they are leading by more than 4,000 hit points. And this is, we're seeing a big push coming from SVG on the other hand. Zero Gravity is trying to take down Primary. I think this is surely going to Zero Gravity, I think. I don't think there's going to be anything different. Arctic's now down. Primary is now dead. Procyon is now going to be a focus. Hanabi is dead. This is really great stuff from Zero Gravity. SVG losing Alukud proves to be the nail in the coffin here. Procyon now a one shot with Riteka. Quite low now. Total G is going to put a great shot. Oh, P6 blocked his shell, but I think it doesn't matter in the end. P6 is now dead. Ooh, clean sights. Ooh, getting bullied now. I don't think that person is particularly happy. And I don't think Clean gets the big ouch. I think it was Alukin getting the biggest ouch right here. Very sorry for SVG, but Zero Gravity, this one great punishment onto SVG, and they deserve to be in the next round. Congratulations to Zero G and commiserations to SVG, and that concludes tonight's games, I would say. And I'll head off to sleep immediately because you know it's very late in my time. And let's look at the results on other on other lower bracket first round games. Right, purple winning MM 3-1. So great job to purple. Yeah. Group 2, we have GG winning Pincer 3-0. Wow. Impressive indeed. Next we have SVG losing to Zero G 2-3. That was a correct outcome. But how about Eclipse against PPS? Wait. Eclipse versus Void. Void has won Eclipse by how much? 3-0. So that was a convincing victory for Void. Eclipse are out tonight. That means tomorrow it will be PPS versus Curse, so loser of that will be up against Void. That will be streamed by 34. On the other hand, Straight versus Rifle, loser of that will be up against Zero G. Yep. And Professionals Tournament, Purple be with their opponent after Rain Supreme, the loser that will face Purple. On the other hand, we have GG looking